For those that are new into the truth, do you know who you are? Are you African or American? There was a Roman general named Scipio Africanus that won against a African named Hannibal in one of the Punic Wars, and he surnamed the land of Ham after himself. The land of Ham is what we today call Africa. Amerigo Vespucci was another white or Italian explorer, so-called white, which was an Italian explorer. He had North, South, and Central Americas named after him. And the Bible talks about the specific group of people that would name lands after themselves. Psalms 49:11 says that their inward thought, their, meaning this particular group of people, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites of the Bible through history and prophecy and archaeology. When speaking about the true Jews of the Bible does speak of color. Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2 says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. They are black, not it. They are black. So they are black unto the ground. So the ground is a light brown on the top, but as you dig deeper, the darker it gets. Jeremiah 17:4 says, And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. So this particular people, the Israelites, but specifically right now we're talking about the Jews. The true Jews of the Bible are black, and the Israelites as a whole would forget that they are the Israelites. Because they shall discontinue from the heritage that they originally had, that the Most High God gave them. And they will serve their enemies in an unknown land. So we are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. The Israelites are called by different titles, different names in the Bible. So it's like nicknames, but it is speaking of the same particular group of people. Hebrews, Jacob, Israel, children of Israel, Jews, Mount of Israel. Among other names. So as Moses brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, and in the wilderness he received the commandments, and the children of Israel agreed to a covenant with the Most High God that they would keep the commandments. And it is spoken of in Deuteronomy chapter 28. So, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 says, "And it shall come to pass that if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh, which is the name of God, the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth." Nations are nationalities of people. So that means that we would be above all the other nationalities of people on the earth if we kept the commandments. But Deuteronomy Deuteronomy 2 through 14 would tell you of all the blessings that the children of Israel would receive if they kept that covenant and the commandments that they agreed to with the Most High God. But Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 says, But it shall come to pass that if thou wilt not hearken or listen unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And one of those curses is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 16 says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city." This looks like we're cursed in the city. This is only talking about one specific group of people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans whose bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are the children of Israel. Cursed in the city. And verse 16 also says, "Cursed shall thou be in the field." Cursed in the field. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 32 says, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people," another group of people, "and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand," no power to take your children if they're being sold away from you. "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall fail with longing for them. Thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand." Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 37 says, "Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations," meaning all nationalities of people, "whether the Lord shall lead thee." So this particular group of people shall be an astonishment. Like people are just gonna look at you and wonder why you're having such a hard time. Why are these people labeled how they're labeled? Why do they act the way that they act? A proverb is a wise saying, such as if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book because you know they don't read. A byword is another name other than the name that the Most High God gave you. Black, nigger, African American, coon, Negro, Indian, Mexican, All of those things are not names that God gave us. Those are names that our conquerors or slave masters gave us, not the names that God gave us. Deuteronomy chapter 28